just did the thing, but are you recording?
I would only do it if I'm recording.
You did it twice, though.
We are recording.
Okay, good. What's up, everybody? It's Joe. This is The Regularity. If you're looking for creative inspiration, look no further. Here's a bunch of cool stuff that's going on this week on Hit Record. I'm going to talk about creative challenges for voice acting, writing, drawing, and actually this voice acting challenge was issued by a hit recorder named Run Run Run. And in a second after I go through these challenges, I'm actually going to get on a video Skype with him to talk about this project that he's doing called Warp Drive. If you feel like voice acting, this is a collection of sci-fi short stories that people are making audiobooks about. And this is a challenge to do this particular scene. You can check out the script and record yourself as any of these three characters. Here's a writing challenge if you feel like writing some poetry from Mr. Bleh. Write some descriptive poetry about an object that makes you feel something. Okay, here's an illustration challenge if you feel like drawing from Captain Love Handles. Captain Love Handles has actually done videos like this before where he shows you how to draw. So if you feel like drawing and not only drawing, but getting on camera and being like, this is how I like to draw, check out how Captain Love Handles has done this already. So this is a writing challenge from Being Paloma. A young woman sitting naked in the shower, write 1 to 2 short paragraphs about what is on her mind. It's just a cool, simple animation. That's the kind of thing that might make you want to write. All right, so those are some creative challenges for the week. I'm gonna get on the video Skype now and talk to Run Run Run, who's running this project, this sci-fi audiobook project called Warp Drive. Hey, man.
Hey there.
Looking sharp, man.
Thank you. Yeah, this is my pajamas.
Yeah. I know you as Run Run Run, but I actually don't know your given first name.
Mike.
Mike. Nice to meet you.
Mike and Joe. Nice
Mike.
monosyllabic, easy names.
Yeah, man. That's my grandfather's name, Mike.
Actually, my grandfather's name is Joe, so...
Really?
we have connection.
That's incredible.
Yeah, symmetry.
I mean, I guess it's not that incredible because they're two very common names, but that is...
I'm still going to pretend it means something special.
Yeah, very, very special. I'm excited to talk to you about this project that you've started. I know very, very little about it because I kind of wanted you to explain it to me.
Sure. So a couple years ago, Metaphors featured one of my first stories I posted on the site. I think 90% because of the name, Sex Dolls and Dinosaurs, which she was just fascinated by. And Fox and Mew read it aloud.
To Stacy's surprise, the cab was being driven by the new cute guy from the office.
I thought I'd opened Uber,
She said, smiling.
Hearing my work read by someone else, I was just sort of instantaneously, hypnotized by this idea. So I sort of had in my head, let's just do this to everything. And I made an audiobook of short stories, not just mine, but some of my favorites around the community. And I called it 45-Minute Drive because I've been listening to about an audiobook every 10 days for the past couple of years because I just always listen to them while I drive. And
there's very, very, very little in my entire life that I enjoy more than someone else reading to me. It's like an old, like deep childhood thing, I'm sure, that my mom used to read to me when I was young. But I love that was a cool thing for you to hear. Who did you say it was that first read your story out loud?
Fox and Mew.
Yeah. And so you decided to create that experience for a whole bunch of other people on the site to find pieces of writing that you thought were cool and find people who wanted to record themselves reading.
Yeah.
You're being a leader, man. It's really cool of you. I think it's something that I've talked about a lot with Hit Record is it requires leadership. Like a movie set needs a leader. It's a big collaboration, and a movie set never works without all of the different people, hundreds of people that comprise a crew. But there needs to be a leader, or else nothing will ever really get done, and the things that do get done will sort of be competing with each other and not all coalescing into one cohesive, finished thing. And you're providing that leadership. That's really, really cool. That's a goal of mine and of ours, is to have more and more people from the community enabled to step up and take those leadership roles. So it's really, really cool that you're doing it, man.
It means a ton to hear you say that, so thank you.
Right on. I see. It seems like, so you've got like a bunch of different stories here that you're working on within your Warp Drive project. Is there one particular story that you'd like me to look at, or?
In terms of what we can call people to get involved in, there's one called The Silo by Gecko Mercutio, which is currently in our rewriting phase, and it's a fun virtual reality story.
So Gecko Mercutio has already done a couple revisions.
Yes.
Let me just read the logline. A disoriented man with mild amnesia is being chased by unknown pursuers, only for it to be revealed at the end that the pursuers were his wife and technicians trying unsuccessfully to rescue him from the extremely immersive virtual reality that eventually kills him. Wow. Why is he in a virtual reality that proves fatal?
So I've had a number of talented writers around the site sort of pitching different ideas, and it's everything from this is just sort of a form of entertainment that he gets kind of addicted to this is he's actually some sort of investigator who needs, in this futuristic society, to go into virtual reality in order to investigate some sort of cyber crime. And so he's sort of on dangerous missions in a technology where he can sort of get confused. So there are currently a number of writers who pitched different versions of this idea. We all like the concept. And currently the discussion is being bounced around, is the original perfect how it is? Because a lot of people just kind of like the way that Gecko Mercutio did it the first way. But part of the fun of Hit Record is getting different versions of things and having that discussion of what's the version that we want to invest our time and energy into making the best that we can make it.
And do you personally think that you agree with the folks saying that the first draft is good to go, or do you personally think that some revisions would improve it?
Totally. The rest of the stories that we've chosen for Warp Drive have a really big character section, and people who say that it's very good in its original state, they're right. It is really good. But all the other things that we've chosen has that really strong character piece. And so I think my personal aesthetic is that I want to know our main character a little bit better than we know in the current version. Mm-hmm. And that's where I want to have fun with it, is just sort of playing with how do we make this guy likable? What are his real motivations? Those things aren't super fleshed out, and that's why I think that there's room to play with the rewriting challenge.
So you feel like the plot's in good shape, and you're liking a lot of the structure of it. You really are wanting to focus on the main character, and in particular sort of, as you say, the likability, or you could maybe say relatability of that character. So you're really looking for writers to kind of put themselves in the shoes of this character. Well, that's cool. I think that's a good piece of direction. But listen, dude, I'm going to have to jump off the phone. It's been really, really great talking to you about Warp Drive, about the specific story, The Silo. Curious to hear how people might contribute to the rewriting and sort of flesh out that main character like you talked about.
Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. It was a pleasure and an honor.
Honor's mine, man. The honor's mine. All right, dude. Well, I'll see you on the site.
All right. Take care.
See ya.
Bye.